Have you ever caught yourself dreading the idea of a nursing home, feeling like your life story might be closed prematurely? What if I told you that handing over your independence isn't the only path? Today, we're unveiling 7 alternatives to nursing homes that honor your dignity, fuel your spirit, and keep you fully engaged with life. Stick with me, because by the end, you'll discover fresh options that put you back in the driver's seat of your own journey.
Let's face it, the image of a nursing home often conjures up sterile hallways, regimented schedules, and limited freedom. Yet nearly 60% of seniors over 65 say they'd rather stay at home than move into a facility. Innovation and changing social norms are rewriting that narrative. From cutting-edge home technologies to dynamic community models, seniors are forging new chapters that blend safety with self-reliance. I'm host Naim, and my goal is to bring you ideas that empower you to live on your own terms. If you haven't yet, smash that subscribe button and hit the bell, because we're all about sharing practical, heart-centered solutions for this stage of life.
In-home care. Imagine waking up in the same bedroom where you raised your family, making coffee in your familiar kitchen, and stepping out onto your own porch to watch the sunrise, while still knowing a friendly face will drop by to assist when you need it. That's the promise of in-home care. For many seniors, in-home care isn't about losing independence, it's about enhancing it. Whether you need help with meal prep, light housekeeping, or medication reminders, a trained caregiver can tailor support to your rhythm. In-home care services are highly customizable. You might begin with a few hours per week focused on grocery shopping and meal planning. As needs change, that schedule can expand to include personal care tasks, help with bathing, dressing, or gentle mobility assistance. The goal is always to meet you where you are, preserving the routines and comforts you cherish most. Caregivers often become companions who learn family stories, share jokes, and even engage in light exercise or puzzles to keep both body and mind active. Real-life example. Take Margot, a 75-year-old former teacher whose knees ache and memory sometimes falters. Instead of relocating, she hired a care aide who visits 3 mornings a week. Together, they chop vegetables, refill her pillbox, and share a laugh over crossword puzzles. Margot still drives to her bridge club once a week and reads to her granddaughter on weekends. Knowing help is just a knock away gives her confidence. She doesn't have to second-guess whether she can handle tasks alone. Beyond tasks, her aide notices subtle changes, a missed medication or a stiff leg, allowing for early intervention before minor issues become major health crises. Psychologically, staying in a familiar environment combats loneliness and reduces stress. Studies show that seniors who age in place often report lower rates of depression and stronger cognitive health, simply because they remain rooted in familiar surroundings. Even something as simple as sleeping in one's own bed can stabilize sleep patterns, reduce anxiety, and foster a sense of purpose. Expert insight. A 2024 study from the American Geriatric Society revealed that seniors receiving at-home services had a 40% lower risk of hospital readmission compared to peers in institutional care. That's not just a stat. It's proof that comfort at home directly translates to better physical and mental outcomes. By combining professional assistance with the security of home, in-home care offers a bridge to aging gracefully without sacrificing autonomy. Living with family under a supportive arrangement. Now, let's talk about turning family ties into a mutually beneficial living arrangement. Multi-generational households aren't what they used to be. Living under one roof no longer means giving up your social life or becoming everyone's unpaid babysitter. Instead, you design a private suite, perhaps a basement apartment or an upstairs in-law suite with its own separate entrance. The guiding principle here is setting healthy boundaries so each person feels respected, valued, and free. In this supportive arrangement, you retain autonomy. You choose your own schedule, cook your meals, and host friends if you like.
At the same time, you benefit from proximity to loved ones. If you need a quick chat over coffee, you simply step into a shared common space. If something unexpected happens, like a minor fall or an electrical glitch, help is right next door. You never feel like an imposition because roles are clearly defined from the start. Real-life example. Meet David, 82, whose daughter converted their garage into a cozy studio just for him. Every evening, he climbs the short outdoor stairs to the main house for dinner with the family. He still puts away his own groceries, chooses his favorite TV shows, and spends Saturday mornings tinkering in his daughter's workshop. On Sundays, he tutors his grandson in algebra and shares stories about his years as an engineer. Because David is still contributing, be it by passing along life lessons or helping with light household tasks, he experiences a renewed sense of purpose. Research confirms that older adults living with supportive families often report lower loneliness and higher life satisfaction. They thrive on the knowledge that they're still active contributors, not passive dependents. Practical tip: before moving in, schedule a family meeting to draft a co-living agreement. List out responsibilities, utilities, who pays for electricity, internet, and water, quiet hours. When is the house free of loud noises, especially important if grandchildren need naps? Shared chores. Who takes out the trash? Who mows the lawn? Privacy rules. Which spaces are off limits? Do you need a knock before entering? By establishing clear guidelines up front, misunderstandings are minimized. Remember, living together is co-living, not caretaking. Each person, young or old, retains a sense of independence while still enjoying the emotional and practical support of family. This creates a rich environment where wisdom and youthful energy flow freely between generations, resulting in deeper connections and a genuine sense of belonging.
Option 3. Aging in place with smart home modifications. What if your home proactively adapted to your needs? Gone are the days when ramps and wheelchairs defined accessibility. Today's seniors can retrofit their homes with sleek, unobtrusive features that prioritize both safety and style. Imagine walking on non-slip flooring that looks just like hardwood, stepping into a walk-in shower equipped with a comfortable safety bench, or gripping a grab bar cleverly disguised as a modern towel rack. Even stair lifts no longer resemble bulky contraptions. They can be customized to match your decor, folding neatly against the wall when not in use. Beyond structural changes, integrated technology makes aging in place an empowering reality. Voice-activated lights greet you the moment you step into a room. No fumbling for switches during nighttime trips to the bathroom. Motion sensors can detect if you've been immobile for an unusual length of time and immediately send an alert to a family member's smartphone, indicating a possible fall. A smart thermostat learns your daily routines, ensuring that your living room is always at the perfect temperature, warm during chilly mornings or cool on hot afternoons, without you having to lift a finger. Meanwhile, a smart medication dispenser sits on your countertop, dispensing exactly the right dosage at the appointed hour, and even sending you a gentle reminder through your voice assistant if you forget to take your pills. Real-life example. Take Eleanor, 79, who nearly fell in her bathtub last year. Concerned about safety, she decided to remodel her bathroom, replacing her old tub with a walk-in model and installing motion-activated lights that illuminate her path at night. Within days of completing the project, she told her daughter, "For the first time in years, I felt safe showering without a second thought." That sense of security didn't just spare her from injuries, it revitalized her outlook on aging. According to the National Council on Aging, every dollar invested in home modifications can save up to $4 in future healthcare costs by preventing falls and injuries. A clear demonstration that a relatively small upfront investment pays dividends in both physical health and emotional well-being. Expert insight. Dr. Samantha Lee, a gerontologist at the University of Michigan, notes, "Aging in place with thoughtful adaptations not only preserves autonomy, but has measurable benefits on emotional well-being.
When seniors control their environment, choosing colors, textures, lighting, and functional layouts, they experience a profound sense of dignity and self-worth. In my research, I've seen older adults report significantly lower anxiety and depression levels once they feel their home was designed with their needs in mind. Ultimately, modern home modifications marry form and function, allowing you to remain deeply rooted in the space you love without sacrificing independence or style.
Option 4. Multigenerational living with clear boundaries. While Option 2 focused on supportive arrangements within a single household, Option 4 takes the concept further. Picture grandparents, parents, and grandchildren all living harmoniously under one roof, each generation contributing meaningfully to daily life. At its core, this multi-generational model thrives on mutual respect, well-defined personal spaces, and shared responsibility. It's not about crossing boundaries or relinquishing privacy. It's about designing a living environment where everyone's needs are acknowledged and met. In a true multi-generational home, each adult has a private suite, perhaps a bedroom with its own sitting area and access to a designated bathroom. Younger families occupy another wing or floor, and common areas like the kitchen, dining room, and family room become the heart of daily interaction. Clarity of space prevents friction. For example, grandparents might focus on light household tasks such as sorting mail or folding laundry, contributing without feeling overburdened. Real-life example. Consider Priscilla, 83, who moved in with her daughter's family after losing her husband. Instead of squeezing into a spare bedroom, her daughter's home builders constructed a small backyard cottage with its own kitchenette, living nook, and fenced patio. Each afternoon, Priscilla and her granddaughter tend a vegetable garden together, bonding over planting and harvesting. On weekends, Priscilla settles into the main house living room to read excerpts from her memoirs to neighborhood kids. She often says, "Here, I feel both independent and indispensable." According to the Gerontological Society of America, multi-generational housing can cut elderly healthcare costs by up to 30%, largely because early detection of health issues and daily social engagement reduce emergency visits. Equally important, these arrangements dramatically reduce loneliness. Sharing meals, celebrating birthdays together, and offering everyday companionship fosters emotional well-being. Practical tip. Before moving in, hold a co-living contract meeting, during which all family members agree on essentials. Noise levels. Establish quiet hours after 9 p.m. to respect sleep schedules, especially if grandchildren have school the next day. Shared groceries. Decide who buys common household staples, milk, bread, cleaning supplies, so costs are divided fairly. Unexpected events. Define how to respond to emergencies or last-minute changes. If someone needs urgent medical attention, who calls for help? Privacy boundaries. Clearly mark private versus shared spaces. If someone needs alone time, everyone understands and respects that boundary. Keep communication lines open, no silent resentments allowed. Regular family check-ins, perhaps weekly house meetings, create a forum to address any friction before it grows. When done right, multi-generational living weaves together the strengths of each generation, creating a tapestry of mutual support, shared wisdom, and deep, enduring connections. Option 5. Independent living communities with on-demand support. Picture a neighborhood designed exclusively for active seniors, offering the perfect balance: your own private apartment or cottage, plus a buffet of optional services. Independent living communities understand that most older adults want to remain self-sufficient, but also desire the convenience of support when needed. You still cook your own meals, keep your own schedule, and furnish your space as you wish. Yet, if you crave a hot meal on a chilly evening, a friendly dining hall awaits just a short walk away. There's no obligation to join communal meals, just the option. Social connection is a cornerstone. Feeling creative? Sign up for a painting class in the bright sunlit art studio. Interested in staying fit? A morning yoga session on the patio with other residents might be the perfect start to your day. Love reading? A weekly book club meets in the cozy library nook, where lively discussions unfold over herbal tea.
These activities are all optional. No one's keeping attendance. The freedom to choose empowers you to curate a daily routine that feels meaningful. Practical support is always within reach. Forgot to change a light bulb? A maintenance request takes one quick call or tap in an app, and a technician arrives without ticking clocks or intrusive check-ins. Need assistance with a minor medical issue, like getting blood pressure checked? A nurse or licensed aide can be on site once or twice a week, ensuring your well-being without eroding your independence. Emergency alert systems are discreetly installed in every unit, so if something goes wrong, help is just seconds away without feeling monitored every moment. Real-life example. Ron, 78, dreaded retirement. His children lived across the country, his home felt empty, and his social circle had dwindled. When he discovered an independent living village that featured a wood shop and walking trails, he took the plunge. Now, he says, I start my day with a stroll through the garden paths, stop by the communal coffee station to chat with neighbors, and then head to my workshop to teach a weekly woodworking class. I still prepare my own meals, but now I do it while humming along to music I share with friends. A 2023 AARP survey found that seniors in independent living communities report 50% fewer feelings of loneliness and 30% higher overall life satisfaction compared to peers living alone, a testament to how structured freedom fosters meaningful connections. Expert insight. Linda Alvarez, Director of Senior Community Development at Evergreen Living, explains, these communities respect autonomy. Residents choose the services they want, no obligations. That choice itself is a form of empowerment. It transforms the question from where will I live when I can't manage alone to where can I live my best life at this stage.
Option 6. Advanced smart home technology for safety and connection. Let's dive deeper into high-tech tools that create a virtual safety net for seniors aging in place. Beyond stair lifts and grab bars, the newest generation of smart home technology includes ceiling-mounted fall detection sensors. These discrete devices analyze your movement patterns in real time, no wearable required. If the system detects a sudden lack of motion consistent with a fall, it automatically contacts emergency services and notifies designated family members, ensuring help arrives immediately. Another key feature is voice-activated health check-ins. Imagine a smart speaker gently reminding you at noon, time for your blood pressure check. You simply place the cuff on your arm and the readings are recorded and sent to your doctor's portal for monitoring. These check-ins can extend to blood sugar measurements, weight tracking, or even simple questionnaire prompts about how you're feeling that day. Smart fridges are transforming kitchen safety. Equipped with internal cameras and RFID scanning, they monitor expiration dates and even suggest recipes based on the ingredients you have. If the door remains open too long or if spoiled food is detected, they send a notification to your smartphone or an alert to a family caregiver. This reduces the risk of foodborne illness, especially important for seniors who may have compromised immune systems. Wearable health trackers have also evolved. Instead of bulky emergency buttons, the latest smartwatches are lightweight and stylish. They can detect irregular heart rhythms, monitor sleep patterns, and track daily activity levels. If the watch senses a dangerous arrhythmia or hears a hard impact, it automatically sends an alert to emergency contacts. Some models even differentiate between a stumble and a serious fall, reducing false alarms. Real-life example. Harold, 81, lost his wife last year but was determined to remain in the house they shared for 5 decades. His son worried about him living alone, so they installed a suite of smart sensors, motion detectors in every room, a voice assistant for reminders, and a health tracking smartwatch. Within days, Harold said, "I don't feel like Big Brother is watching me. I feel like I have a helpful companion that steps back when I don't need it." According to the 2024 Tech Health Report, seniors using integrated smart home systems experience a 60% reduction in emergency medical incidents at home, proof that technology can bolster safety and peace of mind without diminishing independence. Option 7. Intergenerational Living Communities. Finally, let's explore neighborhoods specifically designed for all ages, where the wisdom of age meets the energy of youth. These intergenerational communities break down traditional silos by co-locating co-housing units, shared gardens, and communal activity centers. Instead of having separate senior wings and children's zones, these neighborhoods integrate every generation seamlessly. Imagine children skating in the courtyard while their grandparents attend a book club just a few steps away in a shared community library. This design encourages natural, everyday interactions rather than forced events. In these communities, housing comes in a variety of formats: studio apartments, two-bedroom units, and even townhouses. Some units are reserved for seniors, others for families with children, and some for young adults or recent graduates. The zoning ensures that each group has its private space, but shared amenities, gardens, playgrounds, workshops become intergenerational meeting points. For example, a community garden bed might have a retired botanist mentoring a high school student on winter kale cultivation. Or at the communal kitchen, a young professional teaches a senior how to cook a new vegetable while hearing stories of homegrown recipes from 50 years ago. Real-life example. Meet Joan, 76, who moved into an intergenerational community near Portland. Each Thursday evening, she hosts a poetry workshop in the community center for local college students, guiding them through haikus and sonnets. In return, those same students help her troubleshoot her tablet, teach her to stream classical music, or carry heavy groceries to her doorstep. Joan says, "I've gained a tribe of friends who keep me young at heart." According to a 2023 University of Chicago study, seniors living in intergenerational settings experience a 35% slower cognitive decline and report significantly higher levels of happiness compared to those in age-segregated senior housing. Psychological benefit. Intergenerational communities combat ageism by cultivating organic, everyday relationships. Young adults gain empathy and a deeper appreciation for life experiences they might not otherwise encounter. They learn patience and listening skills as they hear first-hand accounts of historical events or personal triumphs. Seniors, on the other hand, benefit from fresh perspectives and the dynamic energy that children and young adults naturally bring. This environment fosters a renewed sense of purpose. Whether sharing gardening tips with a neighbor's grandchild or leading a Wednesday night knitting circle, seniors feel valued and needed. Moreover, the design of shared spaces sends a powerful message. Aging is not a separate track, but part of the continuum of life. When a toddler hands a flower to a senior, and that senior teaches a young parent the secrets of a time-tested recipe, both parties are enriched. This reciprocity strengthens community cohesion, combats loneliness, and promotes mental well-being. In essence, intergenerational communities aren't just places to live. They are vibrant ecosystems where every age flourishes together.
Final takeaway. So, what have we learned? Aging is not about surrendering your script. It's about rewriting it with creativity, support, and connection. Each of these 7 alternatives, from staying put with tailored home modifications to embracing a lively intergenerational village, proves that dignity and independence can coexist. The common thread is choice. The power to select a living situation that aligns with your values, your social needs, and your financial reality. Ask yourself, which model makes your heart lift? Which scenario helps you picture waking up tomorrow with enthusiasm rather than dread? Remember, none of these paths are one size fits all, but they all share a central truth. Growing older doesn't mean stepping off stage. It means directing a new performance. If this video opened your eyes to possibilities, drop a comment below telling us which option resonates most and why. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss our content designed to help you navigate life's next chapters. Thanks for watching, and here's to living boldly at any age.